So I can use the microphone, although I can project to the back of the room, but, you know, it's easier to read if I don't have to do my full, you know, All right. So, all right, there we go. I need these.
I'll take mine off.
Okay, that's very kind. Thank you all for coming out. Herzliche willkommen. It's lovely to see you all. And thanks again to Ilva for helping out. And did not reply. Most of the alehouse denizens had looked up when they pushed open the squeaking door, and many of them looked displeased by his new companion. Because I told him it was needed for you and I to meet, the troll went on. I'm going to help you, you see. Help me? By the love of all the saints, Morgan wondered, how far back into this poxy place were his friends sitting? Surely he hadn't... Prince Morgan knew, and for the first time he realized what kind of utter disgrace he would be in if something happened to one of his grandfather's troll friends. The bearded man's blade lashed out and cut through the troll's jacket. Morgan thought he saw blood. Enough, he shouted. Put up, man. The heir of the high throne commands you to lay down your weapon. But Lomscoor, if he even heard, was too far gone in rage now to care about princes. Someone ran outside and began calling for the city guard, but Morgan felt certain no soldiers would arrive to end this before someone was hurt or killed. Astrian, Olveris, he shouted, help the little fellow. It's his fight, Astrian said. He challenged the man. But the man has a knife. Even so. Astrian had not taken his eyes off the fight. It is you we are meant to protect, my prince, not any troll who wanders down out of the mountains. Frustrated and frightened, Morgan was about to draw his own blade and try to even the odds, but he never had the chance.
Gut, ich muss jetzt meinen Teil nicht groß ankündigen oder erklären, denn ich lese einfach den Anfang des Buches. Gehör zu verschaffen, und über all den Lärm schwang sich die klare Stimme eines jungen Spielmanns auf. Besungen sei das Heldentum des glorreichen Königs Seoman. Verbreitet sei der Kampfesruhm des glorreichen Königs Seoman. Der König sah nicht glorreich aus. Er sah müde aus.
Jetzt Fragen und Antworten, ja?
Ja. Fragen, Antworten. Haben wir ein zweites Mikro zum Rumreichen vielleicht?
Ask about books, upcoming books, old books? Yes, in the back.
Yeah, I would like to know if you would...
The work, and then we'll split the money. Yes. Needless to say, this is not an appealing bargain for me. I do not say, hooray, thank you. And in particular for me, I tell them nicely. I say, I have more ideas than I can write. So thank you, but no, which is me being polite. Because, the people who love books or people who love writing don't say that to you. It's usually people who don't really know much about either, and they think having the idea is really the important part, And their ideas are always terrible. Or they have stolen it from someone else. I have an idea for a story. It takes place in a galaxy long ago and very far away. So, yeah. because Linda's thinking, oh yeah, money, money, money. I am not a greedy man. I would be happy with only a few of George's millions and millions of dollars. Maybe 5 or 6 million. Plenty for me. But after seeing what they did with George's book, which was to be very respectful of the story, they clearly, the writers, Benioff and Weiss, Benioff and Weiss. I wonder where I came up with Williams. The writers of wanting to start a new Ostenart book, I was still writing the Bobby Dollar books. And I believe I was writing the last Bobby Dollar book, which in English is Sleeping Late on Judgment Day. So I think I spent nearly a year or most of a year while writing another book, but beginning to think about Ostenart. I had to reread the books, and they are very long. So it took me a while. But I also was thinking of, what I already knew about the world, but what I wanted to add onto the world, even before I thought about the characters. Then I started thinking, 30 years have passed, the characters we know, how have they changed? What has happened in their lives? Will there be children, grandchildren? What about new characters to help tell the new story? So I deliberately was not in a hurry, because one of the things that happened to me when I started writing the new Ostenart, the Hexenholzkrone, was that a lot of people, when we announced it, a lot of people very kindly wrote things on the internet and wrote magazine articles saying, oh, I'm so excited, Tad Williams, he is going to write, new Ostenart. And then they wrote these really nice things about how much they had loved the earlier books. And this filled me with terror. Yes, fear, utter fear. Yeah, angst. Because I realized, unlike most books, when I write a new book, if people hate that new book, then they just hate that book. If I now went and wrote a sequel, went back to Ostenart, and wrote a bad book, or many bad books, I would also ruin these books I wrote 30 years ago for all the people who had loved them. So because of that, I spent maybe the first 2 or 3 months unter dem Bett, just quivering in terror when people were saying all these nice things and how excited they were that I would go back to this world. And I was like, oh my God, please don't let me screw up. So now it's too late. I can't do anything about it. I don't worry so much. But it was very tough at first, I didn't think anybody cared that much. I mean, I knew some people did. No, it's true. I knew some people did because they were the ones who were always talking to me on the internet, and they became friends. So I thought, okay, I know at least 20 or 30, people are interested to know. But then all these nice things started being written, and that's when the angst came. So it did take a while for me to prepare to write the books. And then I didn't hurry through the first book either, again, because I wanted to make sure that I was getting it right. And I sent it to some friends who I trust, and my publishers, and my wife, who also is, besides now a writer, was a publisher, and got feedback and felt like, okay, maybe not so bad. I will dare to publish this. So. Somebody in here had a question?
Ja, genau, ich gehe, glaube ich, mal gleich.